My name is Matthew Dingle, and I built this Amiens 1918 mock. This is based off of the map of the Battle of Amiens from the Battlefield 1 game. And what inspired me to build this was obviously the game, but just the growing community around the military and World War I theme. And then I started with the railroad here. I didn't want to do the Lego built track, so I decided to make my own. And those are just tiles and 1x1 plates. And then I moved up with the wall here, and that was probably the most challenging part because I had to build the filler brick behind it all to that same height. And then I wasn't sure what I was going to do for these railings here, so then I decided to use the black burl pieces from the Pirates of the Caribbean set, and I thought those worked really well. So I went with those, and then onto the bridge down here. That was probably my favorite part about this because I wanted to do a bit of a weathered look, and I think that turned out really, really well. There's some Germans defending their line from the oncoming British here. And then the sidewalks, I just used plates on this first row, but then the back here I used snot, and that's how I got the lampposts in. And I'm really happy with the way those turned out. As you can see, there's some tire pieces on the top there. And then on the buildings, I wanted to make sure each building had a different design for the walls. So you can see how there's some mosaic bricks, there's jumper plates to sort of have the bricks coming out from the wall a bit. And yeah, that's really cool. I love all the details you put in there. So as you were working on this, did you have like screenshots from the game to serve as inspiration? Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I played a lot of matches on the game, of course, and then I also went to Google Images and just pulled up as many pictures that I could from the map to sort of help me along the way. Then you mentioned the German minifigs, so you can talk a little bit more about the minifig designs. There's some custom parts in there. How did those come together? Yeah, so the main body of the minifigures are just Lego, and then the helmets, the vests, the guns, and all those are Brickmania as well. And I just love their products, and I think they turn out really great. Definitely. And for the buildings, I know you said you tried to get different designs for each one. Was it difficult to come up with sort of the different shapes and colors and designs for those different houses? Yeah, that was probably the hardest part about this whole build, was making sure that all the colors matched and they went well together. Of course, building the designs wasn't very difficult, but putting certain buildings next to each other, I really wanted to make sure they looked good together when it was all said and done. Now, I even noticed you got the cool printed tile in the back there. I like that. Yeah, thank you. That was sort of like a torn down flag, as if the Germans had just come in and just taken over the French town. Another cool thing you did is your barbed wire technique. Talk a little bit more about how you decided to go with that for the barbed wire. Yeah, that is just a chain piece from like a castle set or something like that, and I just twisted it up, and I thought it looked really great. I'd seen it used a couple of times on Flickr and Instagram and stuff like that, and I think it gives it a really realistic look, and I really am happy with the way it turned out. Yeah, the whole build is really neat. Do you have plans to expand on this kind of World War I theme of builds in the future? Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping on doing next year, maybe doubling it or maybe going back a bit and building the rest of the town. So yeah, I'm really excited for where I could take this in the next couple of years. Very neat. Well, thanks for bringing it to BrickFair, and thanks for chatting with me about the build. Thank you.